there has been more social media content around head coaches being cringy, quote unquote, than I think ever before. Because just yesterday, you saw, maybe it was 2 days ago, you saw Eli Drinkwitz, the head coach at Missouri, rocking out on the guitar with the recruit. You saw Dabo not that long ago on TikTok, and he did the whole thing where hickory dickory dock, mouse runs up the clock. You saw Brian Kelly dancing with recruits also not that long ago. And people see that and they say, that's cringy. I don't like that. That's so lame. What are they? These are grown men playing guitars with high schoolers. They're on, what are we doing here, coach? I mean, I don't like, this is a cringy look. I'm here to tell you, I don't have a problem with it. I have absolutely zero issue with any of my head college football coaches being cringy. Because while people see cringy, what I see is a couple of things. One, a head coach who is recruiting hard, trying to do what it takes to connect with these kids that are going to help your football team on Saturdays. That's the first part. The second, as I see some confidence from these dudes who are like, hey, I'm okay with how I am to be able to maybe get outside the box and do something that would be perceived a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I'm okay with being a little bit weird for this bit if it helps us land this recruit. Like, I'm not taking myself that seriously. I think that's a great look for these coaches. Like, I think honestly that just humanizes them even more. And I think it's funny when we sit back here from our ivory towers and we look on our phones and say, oh, that's so cringe. That's so lame. Look at Coach Drink. He's so lame dancing with that recruit and playing the guitar. What a weirdo. Come on. Are any of us that cool? Like, are we all just so smooth we can't even give a little bit of a chuckle to a head coach trying to recruit a top prospect hard? That's such a big deal for us. We're all just so cool. Come on. None of us are Matthew McConaughey, as much as maybe we wish we were sometimes. None of us are Leonardo DiCaprio, where we're just so suave. Like, come on. This is human beings doing human things, trying to connect with kids, trying to help their football team. And so to call it cringy or this and that, I just see coaches being willing to be authentic, being willing to kind of let their guard down, look a little bit foolish, look a little bit silly in the effort to try and help their roster and help their football team. Here's the other thing I would say too. You can be as cringy as you want in college football now whenever you're winning ball games. We talk about the win-loss goggles a lot on this show. If you're winning, hey, he's a player's coach. Hey, he's in tune with the younger generation. He's not taking himself too seriously. He's willing to be a little bit silly. That's what they say when you're winning ball games. And also, I'll talk about these three coaches we just mentioned. Dabo Swinney, call him cringy, call him this, call him that. I've been critical of Dabo. Guess what? He's got 2 national titles. I don't think he cares about your take on him being cringy. He's got 2 natties. Brian Kelly, can't believe he's dancing with recruits. He doesn't fit at LSU. Golly, what a weirdo. So far at LSU, 2 10-win seasons. He's working right now on his 3rd top 10 class at LSU. Brian Kelly doesn't care about your TikTok comments. Eli Drinkwitz, at a place like Missouri, currently has a top 20 class. They just finished a double-digit win season, and they won the Cotton Bowl. He's going to work on the recruiting trail right now, too. So, I don't think he cares about your take on him being cringy or not being cringy. I'm telling you what, put any of us in the public eye, the way these dudes are in the public eye, where you always got a camera rolling and you're interacting with a generation of individuals that are maybe not your generation of individuals, you got to try and connect, we're all going to look a little bit silly. But again, nobody here is that cool that they can just scoff at someone being cringy or doing something that maybe looks a little bit foolish. We're all human, all right? We're all not quite as cool as maybe we are in our own minds. I'm cool with this. I have no issue with coaches being cringy because, again, you don't get paid to be cringy. You get paid to win football games. And these coaches recruiting these kids in this way, trying to connect this way, are trying to get more talent to do their job. So at the end of the day, cringy or not, by any means necessary, do your job, and they're doing their job. And for us to sit up here and just kind of peer down at it, I think that's foolish. I think that's hilarious. And I think we should all just maybe take ourselves a little bit seriously and chillax, take a chill pill, maybe 2, depending on how you're feeling about it. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.